Hi guys, welcome to the Blas Islands in Panama. I just got here 3 days ago. Beforehand, I was back in the States in Georgia enjoying the holidays. Was there for Christmas and New Year's. Had a great time catching up with family and friends. It was really nice being back home. So basically I flew into Panama City, got in the middle of the night, was picked up from the airport, drove a few hours out to where the port is to take the boat to the islands. So it's a couple hours away. Eventually you get to this like pretty windy road with lots of potholes that they're driving really quickly around, so pretty bumpy ride. And then you actually need to pay $20 to enter these islands because there's an indigenous people that live here called the Kuna. They have their own rules and laws and everything, so you have to pay $20 to enter this area. There's also a $2 like port fee, even when you just take the boat to the island. So got here a few days ago. It's been amazing, really nice, relaxing, lots of small islands, and like not a lot to do, so pretty chill. But anyways, the first day we went to a couple islands. The first one was uninhabited, really super small island. Did some snorkeling there, saw some pretty fish. And then went to another island which also has people where you can stay. It has places you can stay. So there's some tourists and some locals that live there, but pretty much it's the people that are living there that are locals are like living there because they're working and, you know, interacting with the tourists and everything. So anyways, it was really cool visiting those islands and getting to snorkel and seeing lots of different fish, and there's lots of like conch shells around here. Anyways, that was the first day. Also, the food here has been amazing, so lots of fresh fish, and I don't even usually eat fish and seafood, but had fish, lobster, crab, all fresh. They like catch it, you know, right before you eat it pretty much, I think, and chicken, which was all delicious. Anyways, so yesterday we went to this area called La Piscina, which basically used to be an island. It sank, and now it's really shallow water where you can swim. And also, like, we snorkel. Not that you could see a lot there, but there used to be a lot of what are they called in English? Starfish. But anyways, there weren't this time around. But it was cool, like getting to see it. The water's really blue and pretty. And then again, like checked out this other island, you know, pretty chill. They're all similar, small islands with beach huts and everything. We're staying in a beach hut, super basic facilities. Like there is a bathroom with a flushing toilet though. Water is cold for the shower, but we do have fresh water. Anyways, so it's been a great experience. And last night actually was interesting because the first night was super chill, went to sleep, you know, early. I was also exhausted because I didn't really sleep on the plane. And then I assumed last night would be the same, was total opposite. Ended up staying up all night, completely unplanned, but there were some other people staying here on the island who were kind of like, I guess you'd call it the main area. So I ended up going there later because they were supposed to do a bonfire or something, which they never did, but ended up hanging out with some people. And there was this group of Slovenians, so I ended up hanging out with some of them. Had some ron abuelo, which is Panamanian. Learned a new drinking game. I don't know if it's actually Slovenian or not. Has to do with Captain Morgan, but I'll tell you more about that maybe if I see you in person. Anyways, it was a fun night though. We were just hanging out, having a good time. So yeah, I'll need to get more sleep tonight, hopefully. But anyways, it's been a really great trip. So I'll try to tell you a bit about the Kuna, because it's really interesting history and just like everything. They have their own language, which is also called Kuna. They used to live where like the Darien Gap is in the mountains, pretty much between Panama and Colombia, that area, that region. And when the Spaniards came many years ago, pretty much they fled and ended up coming out to the island. So they're protected by, I guess, the Panamanian government, but so they have like their own way of life and everything. You'll see a lot of the women have kind of like bull rings, we would call them, on the nose, except not quite a loop, but they'll wear something like that sometimes. Lots of beaded jewelry, like wrapped entirely around their calves or their arms. And there's 49 islands that are inhabited by the Kuna. They live in pretty much basic beach huts. They actually use water from the ground, like for bathing, groundwater, even though for us and for them to cook, they go back to the mainland to get water from the river, and that's what they use to cook, and we use to bathe. Let's see what else. We actually visited today this island where it's like the main island where the Kuna live, you know, like no tourists are there, you can visit. It's $2 to enter the village, but anyways, there was like more going on there. It's more of a village, whereas here it's just more some beach huts. Sadly, it's pretty polluted. There's trash everywhere, but anyways, a lot more people living there. They actually have a school and a hospital. And we did learn that in school they teach in Spanish and Kuna, but they also teach them English, which is great that they're learning English. This island where they live, it used to actually be 2 islands, but came together to form 1 island. So that's pretty neat. So these 2 villages basically like united, even though they're separate, but on the same island now. And trying to think what else. There's like a ton of stuff we learned about them, but yeah, it's been really interesting learning about people living here, getting to see the villages over there, learn a bit more. Let me show you a bit of the scenes here. We're actually taking off soon to go back to Panama City, and then if I think of more, I'll fill you guys in, of course. So you can see the beautiful beach and island I'm staying on. I can't even tell you the name of it because I just can't remember. And that goes along with like all the islands pretty much that I visited. But they're all beautiful. Okay, so I know there is a lot more to fill you in on as far as things I've learned about the Kuna. But it's probably gonna be hard to remember everything. So I think I'll just leave you guys at that, and then I'll fill you next time if I remember more. And I'll talk to you guys soon. The plan is to go next to Bocas del Toro, but I haven't quite figured that out yet. Hopefully tomorrow is a tentative plan. So we'll see what happens. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.